USA! Good morning, Angela Yee.
Hey, good morning, Envy. I tried to help you catch the beat.
Oh, Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Tuesday.
Yes, it's Tuesday.
Hey, let me tell y'all something, man.
What's that?
Oh, go ahead. What you about to say?
I was gonna say I was at Wakanda last night. I took the kids to see Wakanda last night. That's why I'm so late. And
you took them to see Black Panther?
Black Panther. And every time I see the movie, I'm like, damn, this movie is really, really good. It gets better every time I see it.
How many times have you seen it so far?
3.
I seen it 3 too. And I'm gonna tell you who I saw last night.
Who you see?
Freaking M'Buka, man, the head of the Jabari tribe,
Really?
or whatever it's called. Yes, I saw his real name is Winston Duke. He's really big. he's really like 6'8". He's a big dude. Like there's no exaggeration. Like in the movie, he's really big.
When you see him, what did you say?
I said, you're really big. That's exactly what I told him.
You're a really big guy.
I gave him a pound, and then we did the X, you know what I'm saying?
The X, yeah.
Wakanda handshake. By the way, any black person that's seen Black Panther thus far, if you're shaking hands and you're not giving me the X at the end, I don't trust you. But we did the handshake, and I was just like, yo, you're really big in person. But I'm going to tell you something else, man.
What's that?
2 weird things happened yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Safari DM'd me, which I didn't appreciate.
Safari DM'd me too.
I spoke to Safari yesterday also.
I didn't appreciate that. I'm like, bro, don't be DMing me while
he slid in your DMs and you were like, okay.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's number 1. And number 2, I met Oprah Winfrey. Drop one of Clues bombs for me, damn it.
Oh, did you get a picture though? It don't count unless you got a picture.
I am a Pinkett Smith, Winfrey Knowles Carter. Okay? Yes, you know I got.
Oh yeah, there you go.
You did.
What kind of question is that? Did I get a picture with Oprah?
All right. Okay. Well, how was meeting your mom?
Oh, it was amazing. Like she came over to me, open arms, gave me a big hug, and we had a conversation about a few things. Really, one thing in particular, but Oprah is everything that you think she is, man. Like when you know you feel certain energies, and certain energies just fill you up and make you feel like you just ready for the world.
Right.
That's what Oprah did for me last night. She is absolutely light in a very dark world. To drop one of Clues bombs for Oprah Winfrey, damn it. Okay.
Did you clear up the whole when she thought somebody up here, or when she thought you called her a bitch? Did you clear that up?
Oh, that never even came up. That was
good.
Well, damn it, Emily, now you brought it back.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. Oh.
That was a tough. First of all, I've said a lot of crazy things. Okay, I'll take responsibility for anything crazy I've said. There's a lot of narratives that be going on around me. People be putting words in my mouth. You don't have to do that. If you dig deep enough, you'll find some stuff.
Right. If you want to put something in his mouth, don't let it be words.
Right. So talking of Safari, what did he say in your DMs? Because he hit me in the DMs too, and he said some crazy.
I don't even know. I just hit him back, and I hit him back, and I said,
"What did he say?"
Me.
It was so crazy.
He said, when you want me to come? I said, man, you just sent out a penis pic and you want to ask me that? He said, I mean on the show. On the show. I said, all right, man.
I told him text me, because all I thought was, bruh. When I opened the text, the DM said, bruh. And then I said, yo, text me, man, because you got your meat flying all around the internet, and I can't have DM conversations with guys who got their meat all over the internet.
Yes, I had a whole conversation with Safari yesterday as well. He was like, I lost his number. Can you give me his number again? Why do he DM you?
I don't know. But
all right.
I need y'all to get y'all priority together. I told y'all I met Oprah, and y'all talking to me about some goddamn conversation with
That's awesome.
Yeah, but
that's why black people can't get.
I met Oprah once when I was in college. Her niece went to my college, and her niece did a fashion show, Krishanda. It was an all-denim fashion show, and Oprah and Stedman came to campus just to watch this fashion show. Wow. That was in this small room. It was a very intimate setting, and it was very exciting. It was one of the most exciting days on campus that Oprah and Stedman came to school.
I just need y'all to start showing me a little bit more respect. That's what I'm telling you.
All right, and today is day 13 of my detox. One more day left.
That's right.
Let me tell you, they brought some McDonald's fries up here yesterday.
Did you take one?
No.
Not even
but
one.
It smells, so everything smells so, all the food, every time I smell food, no matter what it is, it smells so good to me. So I'm excited that I have one more day left to detox, and then I have to slowly ease back into eating.
All right, well, let's get the show cracking.
You know what smells good?
What?
Oprah. Okay?
Believe it.
Oprah smells good.
All right, front page news, what we talking about, Yee?
We are going to be talking about Bill Cosby. Rest in peace. His daughter has passed away. And we'll also talk about Donald Trump and what he said he would have did if he would have been at that school shooting.
All right, we'll get into all that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. love. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Let's talk about Trump. We talked about these Florida shootings.
Yes, Donald Trump was talking to a gathering of U.S. governors at the White House, and he was discussing if it was him, what would he have done at the Florida high school to stop the gunman. Here's what he said.
You know, I really believe, you don't know until you test it, but I think I really believe I'd run in there even if I didn't have a weapon. And I think most of the people in this room would have done that too. But the way they performed was really a disgrace.
I don't think he would have ran in no building.
Duh, I know.
Hey, man, in the words of the great Mike Tyson, everybody got a plan until they get punched in the face.
Now, White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders was questioned about if the president has been trained in using a handgun, and she said, I don't think that was the point he was making. He was saying he would be a leader and would want to take courageous action. Now, he also talked about possibly arming teachers in the schools and arming people on school campuses. Here's what he had to say about that.
I don't want teachers to have guns. I want highly trained people that have a natural talent, like hitting a baseball, or hitting a golf ball, or putting. How come some people always make the 4-footer, and some people under pressure can't even take their club back?
Basically, he's saying he wants armed, trained security. Why can't he just say he wants armed, trained
That's
security?
pretty much what he's saying, yeah.
Like, I don't understand why he's complicating this.
So not the teachers, he's saying now. He wants actual people on these school campuses that are trained. Now, the deputy he's talking about, Scott Peterson, the one who resigned after he did not enter the building when he heard the shooting, has said through a lawyer that he believed the shooter was outside the high school and that protocol was that he was supposed to seek cover. He heard those gunshots. He believed those gunshots were originating from outside of the buildings on the school campus, and that's why he never went inside, and he believes that what he did was right, that he was not a coward, and all those claims of him being cowardly are untrue.
I mean, I can kind of believe that. I mean, because if you're outside and you hear the gunshots and they sound clear as day, if you do think they're outside, you would take cover. And people act like this didn't happen very quickly. This all happens in a matter of moments.
But if students are running out, and I'm sure they're saying there's a shooter inside, you know, how long could you think that they're shooting outside?
Well, no, I guess what they said was that there was gunshots coming from the area of the football field.
Oh.
So he thought that the shooter was, this is according to his statements to his lawyer, he thought everything was outside, and he said the protocol in that situation is that you seek cover, assess the situation, and then communicate with other law enforcement.
Yeah, and all of this happens in a matter of 5 to 6 minutes. So by the time you do realize, oh shoot, the shooter's in the school and kids are running out, it's already happened.
All right, and rest in peace to Enza Cosby. That is Bill Cosby's daughter. She passed away. She was only 44 years old. Very sad for their family. So rest in peace to Enza Cosby, and our condolences to the rest of their family.
I'm still wondering what Bill Cosby waiting on. I just don't understand it. Bill Cosby could have clocked out 3-4 years ago and kept his legacy intact.
All right, get it off your chest. That's front page news.
I can't believe y'all ain't put I met Oprah in front page news. Is this only a big deal to me?
I'm sure we're going to hear about it all morning. we don't got to put it in front page news. It's all day.
I cannot believe this.
Blockzilla met her before you, so you're second.
She ain't no Blockville. Okay. She knew me when she met me. Right? Okay, she know Blockville now.
All right.
Damn.
Okay. You know, right? It's
why are you taking away from Blockzilla?
Right. This guy.
Blockzilla. That's my guy.
Don't salute him now after you just...
We actually talked about Blockzilla last night, me and Oprah. Salute to Blockzilla, goddammit. That's my man. Drop one of clues bombs for Blockzilla.
Oprah just said, can you please not use goddammit in the same sentence as her name?
All right. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you're upset, you need to vent, hit us up right now. Maybe you had a bad night, a bad morning, or maybe you feel blessed and you want to spread some positivity.
Maybe you have only one day left of a detox.
All right. 800-585-1051. If you're upset, you need to vent, hit us up now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
I'm pissed off because I done been at the game room all night on these fish tables and I lost my damn money.
No.
$950 damn dollars.
Oh my gosh.
Why you stop at $100?
Man, cuz, man, you gamble. When you gamble, you got to play with something to try to get something, man. I was gambling and I lost the F out and I'm pissed.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm pissed. Y'all had the right topic up here this morning. I was listening to the lady. I said, yeah, let me call in because I'm pissed right now.
What was you playing? What was you playing?
I was playing for, I be playing for them. I played 20 cents, 25 cents, 30 cents.
No, what game?
Oh, you was doing the slots?
I was on the fish tables. Y'all not familiar with the fish tables?
No, what's the fish table?
Okay, well, I'm down here in the South in North Carolina. These fish tables are everywhere around here. You can hit big off of them. Like, I just hit like 1,700 the other night. You know what I'm saying?
So you still up? You still up?
Yeah, I just literally left like 5 minutes ago, man. I've been playing all day since 5 o'clock yesterday evening. I've been playing since 5 o'clock yesterday evening.
All right, mama.
I thought she said I'm at the gay room on the fish tables. I was like, what kind of lesbian bar is this?
No. She's at the, I don't know what the fish tables are. But she lost all her bread. Hello, who's this?
Hello?
Hey, what's your name, mama?
Oh, this is Desiree. I'm calling from Norfolk, Virginia. Good morning, everybody.
Hey, 757, get it off your chest.
I just want to get off my chest that we need to stop normalizing inside peace and inside stuff. Excuse me.
Oh boy.
It's not cool, y'all. Like it's not gangster. Like last night, I found out my boyfriend after 7 years, okay, was pretty much cheating on me. He was texting this girl. They sent me kissy faces, emojis, and all this other stuff. And I just had our son. He's 2 months old. And this whole time, we had to be talking to this girl the whole time I was pregnant. This is not something that just came out of the blue. And mind you, he just came home about 3 years ago, okay? So he's been locked up for almost 6 years. Come home, I got him a good job. I got him 2 jobs. We turned around, we had a baby, and now come to find out, he really still want to be single. And my thing is, if you want to be single, then just leave the other person alone. Like, I don't think men understand when they cheat on us females, it hurts us. It makes us think, well, damn, what did I do, and how come you don't like me? Why you not attracted to me? Like, that really messes with a person's self-esteem. And
I can't stand when a guy shoots your club up, gives you a whole baby, and then says he wants to be single. No, my brother.
After you done got him 2 jobs and waited for him while he was in jail.
Yeah, it's pretty
Forget
bad.
the jobs. You had your baby. You had a baby by him. You don't got no option now, and now you just want to be single after you're gonna give me a whole other person.
Yeah, I pretty much told him last night, y'all, and if y'all play this on the air forever, whoever in the 757, because I'm not known, but I let him know, like, his mother told me, everybody has told you, you can't make nobody want to be with you, you can't, hold them down. If they don't want to be with you, they don't want to be with you, and I'm okay with that. I just wish he would go ahead and say, look, I ain't happy no more working, I'm out. And I'll be okay with that, even after all of the stuff that I did, because I'm a good-hearted person. I did that just because I love him, not because I wanted to be with him. That's what you do when you want to be with somebody. You hold them down. You make sure they're right. But if you don't want to be with somebody, don't lead them on.
Well, I'm sorry, mama. Well, take care of the baby, and I hope things work out, mama.
It's okay. Thank you guys so much. You all have a blessed day.
You too now. Damn.
She don't sound so bad.
No, she don't sound bad, but
she found out yesterday, but yeah, she's definitely hurt. Good for her for keep pushing on,
Plus, it's early in the morning. That pain you can really hear the pain in the voice around noontime.
Oh, stop it. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you're upset, you need to vent. Hit us now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
This is Fred from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, checking in with you.
Fred, what's going on?
What's up, Fred?
Get it off your chest, Fred.
Good morning. Just a couple things this morning. I want to thank God for another week going into another month. This morning, I want to thank say happy Martin Luther. Happy.
Fred, you have a good morning, bro.
Fred, what's going on?
Fred, you have a great morning.
Black History Month.
Okay, Fred.
Okay,
Thank you, Fred.
Fred drunk, man. Fred drunk and high this morning.
He just screamed out Black History
Black History Month. Hello, who's this?
Hey, what's up? This Breach.
Hey, what's up, man? Get it off your chest.
Hey, man, I'm hurt, man. Like, after 15 years of marriage and 4 kids, man, I got to divorce my wife, man.
Why?
Man, look, so the week before, man, I was really happy to try to go see Black Panther and everything, man. But my wife was sick, so I was like, man, that ain't a good look. So I waited until this week to go see it. And after the movie, she gonna talk about, I wasn't impressed. I'm like, huh? You wasn't impressed?
Well, maybe she just doesn't like those type of movies. You can't divorce because she like the movie, bro.
Nah, man, I know
we
you're
had
feeling.
quizzes and stuff about the movie, but she was like, she explained it to me afterwards. She was like, totally team Killmonger. She wanted him to take over and stuff like that. So I was like, all right, but still, I'm like, bro, you got the wrong energy, man. You got to go that way.
I know how you feel because my daughter is not a Dallas Cowboy fan like I am, and I took her to Black Panther, and I kept saying to myself, if she don't like Black Panther, I'm gonna get her blood tested.
My goodness. Now, just curious, what team your daughter like?
I'm not saying.
What team is your daughter like?
I'm not saying. Refuse to say. Refuse to acknowledge that nonsense in my life. Okay, she's young. She don't know no better.
I hope it's the Giants. Hello, who's this?
She's young. She don't know no better.
Hello,
what's going on, man? It's Lorenzo from Brooklyn.
Lorenzo, get it off your chest, bro.
Yo, Envy, Charlemagne, Yee, peace. What's going on, man?
Peace. What's going on?
I just want to take a second to recognize black excellence for a second, man. I want America to understand. Yo, Jason Mitchell, the guy that plays Brandon on The Shy.
He played Eazy-E, yeah.
He is one of the best black actors that's out right now, man.
Yeah,
seriously.
He does do an excellent job.
Oh my God, man!
I told y'all he's gonna be like that. He's gonna be like that next Denzel, Tom Hanks type of dude. He's dope.
He has really a lot of potential for that, man. He made me feel like he was really Eazy-E on the bed with AIDS, and right now he's really making it seem like, you know, he's really going through issues, and I feel it, man. Whenever I'm watching a shot, I feel his pain, man. So I just want America to know that. Tune into The Shot every Sunday, man.
Shot is dope.
I'm telling you, it's really, really good.
And flashback and watch when Jason Mitchell was on the Breakfast Club when you go to our website, because we had a great time with Jason Mitchell when he came up here.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna tell you something else I like to see Jason Mitchell do.
What's that?
Jason Mitchell shoots his shot with Tokyo Jets from Hustle Gang every day on Instagram.
Does he?
If you go to Tokyo Jets page, Jason has liked every picture. He's posting comments. Like, he shoots his shot every day.
Why are you so into him shooting his shot? Why are you stalking him like that?
I noticed that.
I like consistency. All right, he's consistently bigging up Tokyo Jets and shooting his shot with Tokyo Jets.
My goodness. All right, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, you can hit us up anytime. We got rumors on the way?
Well, yes. Let's talk about Black Panther some more. We'll tell you what happened when Jimmy Kimmel went and asked people about the crisis about Wakanda on the street. You'll love these responses.
All right, we'll get into that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlemagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Jimmy Kimmel.
So Jimmy Kimmel went live on the street on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and they asked people about Wakanda and the crisis in Wakanda. Here is people's responses.
Is it time to bring the U.S. troops home from Wakanda?
I think we need a strong presence there. I definitely support our troops, so if they're in Wakanda, I think they should, they have a reason to be there.
What are people saying about the crisis in Wakanda?
They saying like it's like a big catastrophe, like it's a lot of bad things happening over there.
Can't even trust the black person who falls for that gag. Okay, it's black people who haven't seen Black Panther who know what Wakanda is.
Yeah,
and Jimmy Kimmel better relax, because our celebrity in chief gets briefed about world issues via TV. He's going to ask his advisors about Wakanda today. I'm going to ask them if they're a threat.
I think that's pretty funny, though. People just roll with it.
I had no clue.
All right. In the meantime, Disney has donated $1 million from Black Panther to the Boys and Girls Clubs. That's in celebration of Black Panther's financial success. That donation is going to support the youth STEM programs, according to a news release. So because that movie was so inspiring to young audiences and the technology that was in there, they want to show their appreciation by helping advance STEM programs.
I hate to be that guy, but $1 million when the movie has made $700 million in 2 weeks. I mean, don't get me wrong, $1 million's great.
That might be a start.
But $1 million?
That might be a start.
$700 million in 2 weeks?
They might be giving more away, though.
Yeah, this could be just the beginning. Maybe they're going to be donating more. They donated to Boys and Girls Clubs before. Last December, they donated $1.1 million to the organization in Central Florida. So I'm sure there's going to be more to come, but I'm pretty sure they appreciate it.
Well, it's $1 million. Drop one of clue bombs to them, okay? $1 million is $1 million.
All right, Big Sean has postponed his Unfriendly Reminder tour, and that is because he wants to stay focused in the studio. Now, ticket buyers are getting notices, emails saying that the dates are going to get pushed forward, and there's no real explanation, but he did say, to all my fans, I've been in a deep creative space and decided I need to stay focused in the studio. So unfortunately, I am postponing my upcoming tour. I learned in life you have to follow your intuition. I hope you do the same. Thank you for your continued love and support. It means the world to me. Trust we are working on something special for you. It was supposed to be 30 stops across the country, and it was supposed to end in Canada in June.
I hope Sean ain't letting these digital D-heads on social media get to him, because I thoroughly enjoyed his last project with Metro Boomin. But remember, it was that whole day or so where everybody was going in on Big Sean's lyrics. Remember, everybody was going in on Big Sean. Big Sean, don't let these digital D-heads get in your brain, bro.
Or maybe he just
don't let them.
He could be in a creative zone and just want to keep knocking them out.
Right, he did say he was working on his follow-up to Metro Boomin's collaboration album, Double or Nothing. So maybe he is hard to
just stay focused. I think Big Sean be snapping. Big Sean is very, very dope.
All right, now Jay-Z, the Trayvon Martin documentary that Jay-Z produced, the documentary series, now has a trailer. It's officially titled Rest in Power, the Trayvon Martin Story. And this joint venture was initially supposed to be with the Weinstein Company. Now it's going through Paramount Network. The Weinstein Company, by the way, has filed for bankruptcy, just so you know. They're facing multiple lawsuits in the wake of the whole scandal. The only problem with that is everybody going to be able to get the money that they're supposed to get paid out once they file for bankruptcy? But anyway,
Weinstein Company is dead, man. Put a tombstone on that thing. It's over.
Here is the trailer for that Trayvon Martin documentary.
A firestorm. He was just a kid.
I don't want this to be swept under the rug. He said he was standing his ground.
America don't care about
people wreck the country. He becomes a rallying call.
Something snapped.
They say that time heals all wounds. It does not.
All right, Trayvon Martin's parents, by the way, are also executive producing as well. All right, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your rumor report.
All right, thank you, Miss Yee. When we come back, we got front page news. Now, Donald Trump said he would have run up into that school and tried to help those kids in Florida. We'll tell you all about it when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning, it's Loyalty. JNV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
You have one more day till you can eat.
One more day.
And then you gotta eat like a bird, right? You gotta have like nuts.
I can only have like
raisins.
Watermelon and cantaloupe, things like that. Avocado, arugula.
Well, enjoy that tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's get in some, what are we doing? Front page news? Yeah, let's get some front page news. Let's talk Donald Trump.
Right, Donald Trump. Oh man, he was talking to some of the governors at the White House, and he had something to say about what he would have did if he would have been at the school in Florida to stop the gunman.
You know, I really believe, you don't know until you test it, but I think I really believe I'd run in there even if I didn't have a weapon. And I think most of the people in this room would have done that too. But the way they performed was really a disgrace.
He probably did some martial arts on everyone, knocked everyone out, did a flying leap out of the building.
Everybody got a plan until they get punched in the face. And you know what's so sad about that Donald Trump situation? He's giving a hypothetical, scenario of what he would have done. But he's the president of the United States of America. It's things that he can actually do right now to prevent these things from happening in the future. We don't care about what you hypothetically would have done, because you wouldn't have done none of that. But what are you going to do in the future to make sure none of this stuff happens?
Now, Donald Trump has been calling the deputy Scott Peterson, the armed school resource officer who stayed outside of Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. He's saying that he didn't have the courage. He's been calling him out ever since. And here is Scott Peterson's response. He responded actually through his lawyer, and what he had to say was that he heard gunshots, but he thought those gunshots were originating from outside of the buildings on the school campus. So what he was trained to do is seek cover, assess the situation, to communicate with what they see to other law enforcement. So he feels like his actions were appropriate because he didn't know the shooter was inside of the school. That's what Deputy Scott Peterson is saying in his defense. He did resign from his position as a school resource officer last week.
That's Donald Trump just trying to find someone to blame, to deflect from people being mad at the government for not putting some type of restrictions on automatic weapons. That's all that is.
As far as Florida lawmakers, they have rejected an assault weapons ban, but they are approving a bill that would allow teachers to carry guns and also to raise the legal age for purchasing a firearm to 21. Here is what Donald Trump had to say as far as law enforcement in schools.
I don't want teachers to have guns. I want highly trained people that have a natural talent, like hitting a baseball or hitting a golf ball or putting. How come some people always make the 4-footer and some people under pressure can't even take their club back?
So you want armed security, basically. You want like armed security, yes. Trained security. Why you just don't say that?
Right. I,
by the way, don't have a problem with armed security in the schools. I think that's way better than arming teachers with guns. My mother's a teacher and has been a teacher for over 30 years. And what the hell is she going to do with a pistol in the classroom?
Right.
All right, well, it'll be interesting to see what happens next in Florida, because now they are saying that although they don't want to ban semi-automatic assault weapons, they did agree to raise the legal age for purchasing a firearm to 21. They also said that teachers could have the right to carry guns in school, and they agreed to confiscate guns from people with mental health issues. So we should see if these bills end up getting signed into law or not.
I don't see the problem with armed security, though. Like, you walk through the airport, you see the military guys there, and they got their big choppers and automatic weapons. Mm-hmm. Yeah, why can't you have a couple of those in schools all over America?
I just think it's important if that does happen to come into legislation, to make it across the United States instead of trying to make it just in problem schools. Make sure that it is legislation that is across the board for everyone, or else you're going to feel a different way if your school is that way but another school isn't.
Even in my daughter's school, even in my daughter's school now, there's a police officer there that is he stays there the whole class, the whole day, the whole school day. He stays, he walks around the class, make sure everybody's good.
All right.
I don't see the problem. Like, I don't see the problem with armed security at the schools. Like, I mean, it's literally at the airport. I remember somebody said, "Oh, we shouldn't have the kids seeing the guns at the school." Well, you walking your kids through the airport, you see the military there with the big choppers. So why can't you do that in the schools?
Or not even that. You walk through Times Square, every place where there's a lot of tourist activity, a lot of people, you're going to see police officers or the military with weapons. So I'm safe.
Man, they militarized. The police in New York City and Times Square are definitely militarized.
All right, now Cosby. Bill Cosby lost his daughter yesterday.
Oh yes, Bill Cosby's daughter Ensa did pass away. Ensa Cosby. She was 44 years old. Now they haven't given the exact cause, but I know she was waiting for a kidney transplant. So we don't know exactly what happened, but rest in peace, and our condolences go out to the Cosby family at this time. Really difficult to lose a child.
Now, which one of them called up here? Was it her?
Yes. She's the one that has been very public about speaking up for her father during his sexual assault trial. That's her dad.
Yeah.
She said, "I strongly believe my father is innocent of the crimes alleged against him."
Did they say how she died?
They haven't said yet, but they said she has reportedly needed a kidney transplant. She has been suffering from significant medical issues in the past. So as of now, the cause of death is unclear.
Wow.
Well, rest in peace to her, man.
Definitely. Condolences to the family as well. And that's Front Page News. Now, when we come back, Angela Yee was talking about something from Love and Hip Hop Miami, something with Bobby Lights. Now, what happened with Bobby?
Now, that's our friend up here, and so is Trina. Bobby Lights was up here on the Breakfast Club previously. He's an artist, and Trina's his cousin. Trina's a friend to the show as well. And on the show, Bobby Lights was not too happy that Trina has not been supportive of him, never been to one of his shows, and that's his cousin, and he feels like you're supposed to support me because we are family.
Trina, my cousin, does not support me in anything I've done to this day. Trina wants to be the only star in the family. And not to throw shade, but it's like, what is the thing, girl? Why don't you want to let me in and give me my chance?
All right.
Now, on Trina's behalf, she said she hasn't taken him seriously before.
All right. Well, I'm going to open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Should you support family members just because they are your family? I have a couple of family members that are producers and a rapper, and he should be about 48 right now. And there's just some things I can't support.
Are you exaggerating?
No, I am not. He's
okay.
a 48-year-old rapper and producer. And I cannot support that. I can't take you. If you don't take yourself serious, I can't take you serious. And
what about when he blows up and does a diss song about you?
I'm sure he probably has a bunch of diss songs about me.
Is his music good though?
Trash.
That's the only way. I'm okay then. That's all it boils down to. And guess what? As family, even if you're not my family, I'm gonna tell you your music trash. So don't tell me that I'm hating just because I say that your music trash. If it's trash, it's trash. Because 48 probably wouldn't matter if you're doing beats. If his beats are dope, but if it's trash, it's trash.
It's trash. But not only that, but it gets to the point where you got to say, you know what? I got to stop making beats and really look for another career path. You know, when do you say? Because it's trash.
Envy got the money. Envy got the money.
No.
Envy going help me keep our lights on every month. Envy got the bread. Envy got our bread. Envy out there making our money. He's a family.
Plus, Envy could get you playing on the Breakfast Club.
No, I can't. I don't know those people. And I got 5 kids. But anyway, 800-585-1051. Should you support family members just because they are your family? That is the question. Call us up right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now we're asking, should you support family members just because they are family? Now this comes out of Bobby Light from Love and Hip Hop Miami.
Yes, he was upset that Trina has never been to any of his shows. She finally came to the first show of his that she's ever been to. But he feels like he should have gotten support from his family member a long time ago.
So we're asking, should you support family members just because they are your family? What do you think, E?
This is something I hear all the time. People complaining that the family member didn't help them out. You know, my cousin is this person, my sister is whoever, and they're not supporting me. And I feel like if that person is talented, you should do the best that you can. But they don't owe you anything, and you should still have to come up through the ranks just like that person in your family had to come up through the ranks and go hard and push themselves. You have to do the same thing. Nothing's going to get handed to you. So once you get yourself to a certain level where people are paying attention, they're listening, you built your stuff up, I can see that you're serious about what you're doing, then I can step in.
See, I got family members and that try to be rappers and try to be producers, and I got close friends that have artists, and everybody thinks, okay, MV's on the radio, he'll help. No, like, you gotta grind. You gotta show me that you're gonna put in that work. It's not just, okay, here MV, here Rashawn, here and help. No, you gotta work. And if you're not gonna put that work in, I'm not gonna put that work in for you, because nobody put that work in for me. And I continue to bust my ass, and I continue to work like I got a zillion and one jobs, like I have nothing, and I'm gonna continue to do that. No, work. What about you, Charlamagne?
Oh, absolutely not. Family and friends, I don't owe nobody nothing, okay? I'm not supporting anybody. I will help you help yourself. If you have a talent or a skill set and you need me to make some calls for you or give you a platform, I got you. But if you're my family and you trash, I'm not assisting trash. If you're my friend and you trash, I'm not assisting trash. And that word support is a strong word. That's why I said assist, because nobody gets my support except my wife, my kids, and my mama. And when it comes to my kids, when they turn 18, that support will be under review. And then that support turns to
support your kids. And you ain't say your daddy.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? Love them, but everything's a case-by-case basis.
You know what? You're cool.
Okay?
You know what?
I love my pops. My pops wanted to go to Savior's Day this weekend to go see the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan speak. Boom, I paid for that. You know what I mean? That's my guy. I do things like that for him.
But did you pay for him to come back home?
Hey, but you know, sometimes the requests be a little crazy. You know what I mean? Yo, he want a house right now. Hey, Pops, let's talk about this.
Nah, Charlamagne, you got it. You on the radio. You doing TV all the time. I'm raising. Hey, if it wasn't for my sperm, you wouldn't be here. Buy that man's house.
He's right on all of those accounts, but let's discuss. All right? I don't owe you, but I do owe
you. Your pops, man.
Yeah, are you kidding me? I don't owe him nothing.
I do. I owe him a lot.
But you ain't gonna buy the house though.
I don't know yet.
What about a condo?
No.
What about a car?
I don't want to talk about this. Oh, I'll buy my car. I would buy my car.
Okay.
Hello, who's this?
I'm Nakia. I'm calling from Atlanta.
Hey, Nakia. Should you support family members just because they're family?
Oh my God, heck no. I'm the operations manager for Grand Hustle. And when I literally moved to Atlanta to work for Grand Hustle in 2006. When nobody around, now all of a sudden, everybody want to come to events, everybody want to hand me their music.
Yep.
And I'm like, what was y'all? When I ain't had no money, I ain't had no gas money,
right?
I had no food, no.
And you're my Twitter friend too, right, Nakia?
Yes.
She's looking for a man.
I met you when, I am looking for a man. I met you when we did lip service, Hustle Gang, and DJ Envy, I met you when Tip did the college tour.
Oh, yeah.
I still gotta meet Charlamagne. That's my boy. I still gotta meet him.
Okay.
Very overrated experience.
Well, you know we got
guys every morning.
Well, we got if you are single, we got this. Are you in the white guys?
Hey, I'm an equal opportunity dater.
You got this white camera guy. He's a little crazy at times, but I think y'all might make a nice couple.
I see the white guy on Revolt every morning. Hey, boo.
Hey, boo.
She's talking to you? She said, hey, boo.
Wow, sound like you just taking what you can get at this point.
Thank you, Mama. 800-585-1051. Should you support family members just because they are your family? Call us now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, we're talking supporting your family members just because they are your family. Now, this comes out of Love and Hip Hop Miami. Bobby Lights was mad Trina doesn't support him. Let's hear.
Trina, my cousin, does not support me in anything I've done to this day. Trina wants to be the only star in the family. And not to throw shade, but it's like, what is the thing, girl? Why don't you want to let me in and give me my chance?
So I think everybody up here feels the same way. Nah, we ain't supporting. You got to work for it. And
I mean, I will support you if I feel like I can see how serious you are and you've been putting the work in. Absolutely, I'll take you to that next level, like whatever it is that I can do. But if I don't even see that you're serious about it, or you expect me to just put you on, that's not going to happen.
Why do y'all keep using this word support? Support is a strong word. Like like support is what you do for your children. Support is what you do for your wife. I'll assist you, but I ain't supporting no grown.
No, I could be supportive of you. Yeah, that doesn't mean that I'm paying for your whole career, but support means like I'm gonna come out to your shows. I'm gonna post your stuff on my timeline when I feel like you have a good song. That's being supportive.
Right. That's cool, but I just want people to know, family, friends, I don't owe you nothing. I hate that sense of entitlement. Oh, you my family, you supposed to be doing this. Right. Oh, you from South Carolina, you supposed to be doing this. I ain't supposed to be doing nothing but breathing and paying taxes. I'm trying to figure out a way not to do the second one.
Right. That's right, man. I'm sorry,
Mr. IRS. I'm sorry, Uncle Sam. Please, I'm sorry. I'm just playing.
Hello, who's this?
I got no sense.
What's good? What's good? JB from Brooklyn.
Hey, JB. Should you support family members just because you're family?
I mean, most definitely, man, if I had a chance to, but, you know, only if you want to tarnish my reputation or my brand. Trina came a long way, man. I feel like the boy like be doing too much, man.
Okay. Maybe she feels that way. Maybe she feels like he's not good. I mean, she might.
But you know what? She never really paid attention. She did. That was the first one of his shows she ever went to.
That's true, too. Hello, who's this?
Yeah, it's Lamar.
Hey, Lamar. We're talking, should you support family members just because they're family?
Honestly, it's different kind of support. Like, I'm not going to expect that kind of like fan support from my family. Like, coming to my show, that's something a fan would do. I'm not going to expect that kind of support from my family. The family support is maybe like if my family's connected, like Trina, maybe get me a meeting or something. That's that kind of, that kind of family support I would take, you know what I mean?
But don't you think she need to come to your shows first before she could get you a meeting to make sure that it's legitimate?
So now we got to understand, that's Trina. So, like, she gets paid to go outside. So, like, maybe bring her to the studio. If she don't want to come to the show, I'm not going to cry about it. I'm going to just be like, all right, well, don't come. Just give me that meeting.
That's how you can really get a feel, though, of somebody as an artist, how good they are. Like, you got to go see them perform.
You know, the only thing about that is when you give somebody a little, they want more. I mean, I done hosted mixtapes. I done been to people's club appearances. I done listened to beats. And then they continue, well, you retweeted it. Can you play it on the radio? Well, you came to the club, you hosted a mixtape. Can you do this? It's always more, but you got to do it for yourself.
And maybe Trina don't want to hear somebody in her family rapping about sucking D better than her.
Oh, snap.
Okay.
I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah.
Awkward. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hey.
Hey, what's your name, Mama?
It's Angelica.
Hey, Angelica. We're talking about supporting family members just because they are family. What do you think?
I'm on the fence with it. At the same time, you know, I say support within your means. If you got an aspiring rapper, like I got my cousin, I'm like you, she's in her 40s, you know, and she's still trying to put out a hit single, you know, I'm going to support her as much as I can afford. You know, I'm buying her CD, but that's about it.
That's nice. She bought her CD.
Okay.
You know, and at the same time, I'm a DJ. I still don't play her stuff, but, you know, I can. And then at the same time, she has a brother who's a professional football player for the Texans, and I support him just as much as he would support me. You know, I say go team, but, you know, I'm not a Texans fan, so, you know, I'm not going to be out there wearing his jersey or nothing like that. But, you know, he's still family. At the same time, you know, he only speaks to certain people in the family, so, you know, we supported him all throughout his college career, but once he got famous, he kind of forgot the rest of the family.
I don't think what do y'all mean forgot, though? That's what I want to know. What do you mean forgot? Because y'all came to his games, you think he owe y'all some money or something just because y'all came to the game?
No, it's not even out there. I got my own one. I got my own job. I got my own family to take care of. But, you know, at the same time,
what do you mean
forgot? You can't add me on Facebook. You can't add me on Twitter. You know, we family. You know, I got your mama's cell phone number.
Let me ask you a question. How many family members called him up and asked him for something when he made it into the league?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm not one of them family members. I know I got.
Does he come to the holiday gatherings?
Does he
come to holiday gatherings and everything?
He did come to my cousin's wedding, and we were all there. So that's about it. But that's the one cousin from his to me, his aunt that, you know, goes to every single one of his games. But she's been riding his coattail ever since he became famous. So she's just one of them bandwagon family members.
I ain't gonna lie. A lot of my family members don't even have my number either. Like, they gotta go through my pops. And if you could get through that mean guy, then you could get to me. But because my pops, he gonna protect me. He feel the same way.
Everybody in my family has my number, and we have these family group email messages that they send out every single day.
Nah, B, you gotta go through my pops.
My pops.
And me personally, I don't want my cousin. I don't want nothing from him. You know, if you want to give me one of your teammates' phone numbers, that's fine. You know, I want nothing from him.
Holla.
Thank you, Mama.
By the way, if you pull up on my pops and you know, tell him that you want to talk to me, he'll call me and be like, "Hey man, what's up, man?" And then just pass
put you on the phone. That's what my dad.
Yep.
My dad tells everybody that he's my dad and puts me on the phone with random people all the time.
That's why you can't answer the phone for your daddy all the time.
What's the moral of the story?
The moral of the story is, man, the Dalai Lama once said, our prime purpose in this life is to help others, and if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them.
Okay. All right. Well, we got rumors on the way, Easy.
Well, could this be true? Does Chris Brown really have a problem with Chris Rock from his stand-up? We'll tell you what the allegations are.
All right. We'll get into all that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Everybody, it's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Why you got the deep voice on?
Excuse me?
Ever since you met Oprah, you a different person, bro.
Oh, drop one of clues bombs for me. I didn't want to bring up the fact that I met Oprah again. You know, I didn't want to bring that up again on the show this morning. But since you brought it up, I did meet Oprah last night.
You're a different person all of a sudden. You met Oprah last night. Now all of a sudden you're like, yeah,
we did have a nice conversation. I'm just telling you, I'm blessed, black, and highly favored. Okay, I touched the hem of Oprah's garment. All right, so whatever.
All right. Well, let's get to rumors. Let's talk Chris Rock versus Chris Brown.
What?
Well, according to HollywoodLife.com, Chris Brown has a problem with Chris Rock, and that is from Chris Rock's stand-up. Now, Chris Rock made a little joke on his Netflix special, and Chris Brown took it personally.
Mr. Rock, I need to see pictures of the beds in the bedroom to make sure the children have a place to sleep. Show them the picture, right? But that wasn't enough. Then the judge was like, Mr. Rock, I need to see pictures of the refrigerator and the food inside to make sure the children have enough to eat. I'm like, what have you heard about me? I'm Chris Rock, not Chris Brown.
Ooh.
I have no problem with that joke. What's wrong with that joke? That's a phenomenal joke, and Chris Brown is being delusional if he doesn't think his reputation precedes him.
All right, yeah, and I thought it was a pretty funny joke. You gotta just laugh at these.
Chris Rock is the 2018 Bobby Brown. He's Bobby Beige. He has a history of being in trouble. He has a history of doing things he got no business doing. So people use him as that. He's the bar for that.
All right, now congratulations to Tiffany Haddish. They did announce that she got a Netflix deal, and according to reports, they're saying that deal is for $800,000. Now I don't know how true that is.
What? How much?
$800,000.
No, hell no. That's not true. I don't know who told you that report. What report? Cite your sources. Who told you that?
That's the reports that are out there right now that everybody's saying. Now, I'm not saying that I know that that's true, but Tiffany Haddish did tweet about it, and she did say that she did get that offer before this whole situation happened with Monique. Obviously,
and that's a fact.
Deal. She said, I already got a deal. I signed it way before she said a thing, and it's not legend money, but it's enough to take care of my family for a minute. #facts.
Okay. Well, if you had been listening during the Monique interview, I tried to tell her that. I said, maybe Tiff already did her Netflix deal, but whatever. Don't nobody listen to me.
Tiffany Haddish also has other situations coming down the pipeline with Netflix, as well as with the animated show that she's going to be on. Now, Monique responded to Tiffany Haddish, "You've done nothing wrong, my sister. You keep shining. I'm proud of you. You keep doing what you're doing. You are making it better for the next ones. Love you to life."
Yeah, and Tiffany got her coin. And that legend money, once again, like Tiffany's not selling out arenas yet, but she will be really soon.
All right, now the Set It Off stage play, everybody's talking about that. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it's going to be starring the Brat, LaToya Luckett, Kyla Pratt, and Demetria McKinney. It's really happening. How many of you are here to see a Set It Off stage play?
I think I would check it out.
I'll go watch that. Yeah. I'd watch that. It's a lot of movies that I've gone to see on Broadway. I went to go see Rocky when it was on Broadway. I've seen A Christmas Story on Broadway, and those were pretty good. So I think I would go see Set It Off.
I seen Spider-Man on Broadway.
Spider-Man was on Broadway?
Yeah, yes. You don't remember somebody got injured and they had to shut it down for a while?
I definitely seen
I didn't know that.
It was good too.
All right, well, it should be interesting. I definitely would check that out. I want to see what that's like, because that is a classic movie. So let's see how it plays out on the in the theater. All right.
I think Set It Off is one of the most underrated movies of all time. They keep talking about reboot and stuff. I wouldn't mind seeing some type of Set It Off reboot.
Well, maybe you can now go see it in the theater. That'll be the first reboot. Maybe it'll inspire them to do that movie again. Now let's talk about A Wrinkle in Time. Ava DuVernay was talking about Oprah and their friendship together, and she talked about introducing Oprah to normal things in life. And she also talks about how she got Oprah to join the cast of A Wrinkle in Time. Check it out.
I was going to New Zealand to shoot the movie. Okay. And I was trying to get up the guts to ask her to be in the movie. I was trying to soften the ground and say, I'm going to New Zealand. Yeah. So beautiful. I can't wait to go. She was like, oh my gosh, I've always wanted to go and hang out there. Maybe I'll take the jet and come down the PJ with the butler and whatever and just hang out. And I was like, oh, right. Or maybe you could work. Why don't you come be Mrs. Witch? And she's like, okay. And then it all happened.
Wow. That's what I love.
Hey, I saw Wrinkle in Time last night, dropping the clues bombs for Ava DuVernay. Great movie. Fathers, take your daughters. Okay, Wrinkle in Time is a daddy-daughter date all day long. How old your youngest daughters are, Emmy?
I got a 16, a 4, and a 1.5.
16-year-old will definitely appreciate it. But it's a daddy-daughter date all day long. And please take your allergy medicine with you, because your eyes might water a little, and you don't want your daughter to think you're crying or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I thoroughly enjoyed Wrinkle in Time. We should all strive to be light warriors. When you see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. Only problem is, if your kid is an avid reader, like my kid, and she's already read the book, she's going to be telling you what happened all through the film. And I had to tell her, like, I didn't ruin Black Panther for you, did I? So don't ruin Wrinkle in Time for me.
All right, well, let me just finish up the rumor report. And Ava DuVernay also talked about Oprah and how she had to introduce Oprah to some of the finer things in life.
One day I came in and I was like, this pretzel's so good. She's like, oh my gosh, it's pretzel. It's incredible. What chef? I was like, no, it's called, you know, Annie's Pretzels. Yeah, Auntie Anne's Pretzels. It's just in the mall or the airport. She's like, the airport? Stop. I was like, yes, no. Like, regular people have to walk through an airport to get to the flight usually.
I always called it Auntie Annie's my whole life, but I guess it's Auntie Anne's, which makes sense because it does say Anne.
I thought it was Auntie Annie's.
But we always called it Auntie Annie's.
You know what I call it? The devil. Okay, I walk right by Auntie Annie's and I walk right by Cinnabon. Nope.
Let me tell you, when I used to work in the mall, Auntie Annie's every day.
Now lemonade they have too. Oh my.
All right, well I'm Nancy McGee, and that is your rumor report.
The little mini joints, not even the big, not even the big joints, just the little mini ones. Ooh,
they had the cinnamon sugar ones.
Oh Lord, that's all I want. I don't know what else to get. I hate people that go to Auntie Annie's and get a regular pretzel.
I like the regular ones are banging.
Yeah,
no man. Cinnamon and sugar, and I like the hot dogs. They got the beef hot dogs because it's Nathan's hot dogs wrapped in that little buttery ass. Oh Lord, let me stop right now if I have to go to Auntie Annie. Ruin my diet.
I think it's Auntie Anne's.
Auntie Anne's.
Is it Auntie Anne's?
I don't know. What I call Auntie Anne's.
It's Auntie Annie's.
Yeah, that's what I'm calling it.
All right.
It sounds better.
That was your rumor report. Charlamagne!
Yes.
Please give me your donkey too.
We need Dope 45, our celebrity in chief, to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with him. He got to get his monthly donkey of the day. It's about that time.
All right, we'll give it to him when we come back. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Yes, donkey of the day for Tuesday, February 27th goes to our celebrity in chief, Mr. Dope 45 himself, the man who has his own donkey of the day intro, Donald J. Trump. And always remember that J stands for jackass. Now, nobody has received donkey of the day more than Donald Trump. He averages one a month easily. And I don't like to give him donkey of the day every time he says something stupid, because then there wouldn't be room for anyone else to get donkey of the day. Now, the so-called leader of the free world was talking school safety with governors, and he made some comments about the shooting at Stoneman Douglas High School. Donald J. actually said what he would have done if he was there on the scene. Let's hear it.
You know, I really believe, you don't know until you test it, but I think I really believe I'd run in there even if I didn't have a weapon. And I think most of the people in this room would have done that too. But the way they performed was really a disgrace.
Let's unpack this, all right? First of all, this is insulting because Donald Trump is the 45th president of the United States of America. I know we don't want to believe that, but he is. And for him to talk about some hypothetical hero in the Marvel Universe scenario where he goes in the school, dodges a bunch of bullets like he's in the Matrix and disarms this guy or takes this guy out, it's insulting to all Americans. The reason it's insulting is because we don't care about what you would have done. We care about what you are actually going to do in the future to make sure these type type of situations don't happen. See, you have the power to actually do that. Okay, you can make stricter gun laws. Okay, you can ban the sale of certain guns. Like, it's things you can do with a push of a pen that can actually help. I mean, it blows my mind that Homeland Security can regulate the sale of fertilizer. Right? Fertilizer that was used in bombings but can't regulate the sale of guns. You remember when a type of fertilizer called ammonium nitrate was used to kill 168 people in the 95 bombing of a federal office building in Oklahoma City? Y'all remember that? Anybody remember that?
Yeah.
You kids may not remember, but Google is your friend, bro. But they put regulations on the fertilizer after that. Anyone who buys, sells, or transfers 25 pounds of the chemical must apply to register with the department, and ammonium nitrate facilities must also keep records of sales or transfers of the chemical for at least 2 years after each transaction. We can't do that with guns. Huh? We can't do that with certain type of weapons? Like, seriously, we have stricter regulations on fertilizer than we do guns, but Donald Trump is busy telling us what he would have done. No, let me rephrase. Donald Trump, even though we can look at him and see he's not capable of doing any type of physical activity at all, is telling us what he would do, even though we can look at him and tell he's not capable of doing it. Instead of actually putting some type of legislation in place to prevent these tragedies from happening over and over. Okay, now, Trump has also called Scott Peterson, the armed school resource officer who stayed outside of the school as the shooting unfolded. He called him out. Trump said he didn't have any courage, and he choked. Let's see what he had to say.
I don't want teachers that guns. I want highly trained people that have a natural talent, like hitting a baseball or hitting a golf ball or putting. How come some people always make the 4-footer and some people under pressure can't even take their club back?
Well, that's not the clip I wanted, but, you know, don't fall for that either, America. I mean, I can't even be mad at Scott Peterson because everybody got a plan until they get punched in the face. And I don't know if y'all ever been around when a shooting pops off, but your first instinct is self-preservation. Then you think about other people, especially if you're alone. Okay, when shooting starts, you don't wait until everybody ducks. You hit the floor and then tell everybody to get down too. So I can't be upset at Scott Peterson. You know, I'm not about to stick my chest out and tell everybody what I would have done if I was in Scott's situation, because I truly don't know. But I do know, Dope 45, Donald Trump is using this as a deflection. He's just trying to put the blame on someone else, to take the blame off the government, who isn't doing enough to make it harder to buy these weapons in America. Trump is trying to take the attention off his administration and the fact that so many of them are in the pockets of the NRA. It's all a deflection. Okay, don't blame us, blame the school resource officer. It's his fault. That should piss everybody off, because instead of pointing fingers, this administration should be pointing at each other and pointing at the NRA, and everybody needs to be pointing at some type of legislation that can prevent these situations from happening in the future. Please give our celebrity in chief, Mr. Dope 45, Donald J. Trump, the biggest hee-haw, please.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today.
Yes.
Now, when we come back, 1-800-585-1051. Let's talk about rebooting. Now, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, they're going to bring that back? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, this is exciting. We've been talking about Martin coming back, right? And we've been talking about other shows that are being rebooted. I think Full House was rebooted already, Roseanne, all different types of shows. People are bringing back things from the past. Well, they're saying that the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air might be getting rebooted, but it's going to be as the Fresh Princess. They're looking at a television program and other media platforms as well. That's because they filed a few trademark applications, and those trademark applications were done by the Fresh Prince, so I guess they're trying to come up with another version. So
no, man. Oh no! Why? Why? Why do we need a Fresh Princess of Bel-Air? Why? Why do we need another Fresh Prince? Period. Like, why?
I mean,
it could be fun. And you gotta think there's some kids that never probably even saw the Fresh Prince original.
That's not true. The Fresh Prince has been in reruns for 20 years. The Fresh Prince is on right now.
There's definitely some people who still
I think that would be dope. You get a young girl from the hood, and she leaves the hood, and she goes to Beverly Hills, and you kind of
it's a whole different experience.
Has nothing to do with the Will Smith or the old characters. Maybe one of them's an uncle or something to connect the dots. I think that would be dope.
Yeah, there's no word on whether or not Will Smith is involved or not, but I mean, it looks like it could happen.
I want to see new, fresh ideas, man. Like, you don't, like it was a point in time where all of those shows we're talking about now, somebody had to create. If we're not asking people to challenge themselves and come up with new, fresh ideas, you don't get Atlanta, you don't get Insecure, you don't get Blackish. Just think about the new. Why we gotta keep rebooting stuff?
You still do, but it's kind of like, I look at it as like music. You sample things as well, but there's some people that don't sample, but both are still good.
Well, I'm all for the reboot, and we were in here behind the scenes talking about shows that we would love to see come back.
All right, so
perhaps an updated, fresher 2018 version version.
800-585-1051. What show would you like to see come back?
Oh, remember Small Wonder where Vicky was a robot? Remember Small Wonder?
Oh, yeah, Small Wonder.
I only got one show and it ain't no reboot. I just need closure. And that is goddamn Girlfriends. Right when the clues bomb for Girlfriends, okay?
Grow up.
And that's only because they didn't give me no proper closure with that show at all. So I still got a lot of questions. Does Joan and Tony become friends? Does John get married?
Girl. All right, buddy.
Okay.
800-585-1051. This guy's crazy. What show would you like to see come back? If any, call us now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We're asking, what show would you like to see come back? Now, they're supposed to be maybe bringing Fresh Prince of Bel-Air back. Maybe Fresh Princess of Bel-Air. What would you want to see come back? Yee.
All right, so I'm going to take it way back. There was a show called Out of This World with Evie, and so she would put her two fingers together and freeze time, and she could always freeze time to do whatever she wanted. Now, I would love to have a capability like that. You would never miss a flight, never be late to work, never not get enough sleep, because you could just freeze time and go to sleep and be good to go while everybody else is moving around. And so that's a show I would love to see come back. Also, Silver Spoons. That was
Silver Spoons?
Yes, with the, remember back in the day it was exciting, he had a train in the house, but now that's nothing.
Okay, all right. I would like to see Different Strokes come back. I would like to see Different Strokes come back. But I would change it up a little bit. You know, Different Strokes was a white family that picked up a black family.
You want to do like Trading Places? Trading
Places, exactly. Get a rich black family and maybe adopt a poor white kid.
Wow, that would be amazing.
Or a different world. The fact that...
And it wasn't just one kid, it was two kids. It was the brothers they adopted. So
that's right. Two kids. Or a different world. I love the fact that when I was a kid, I would see HBCUs on television.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
And I know Blackish is doing something similar to that, but I would love to see her different world.
Yeah, Grownish. That's exactly kind of what that is.
Yeah, that's my only problem with Grownish. It's not at a HBCU, but I like Grownish. Grownish is dope. But I'm not with all the reboots, man. I think you should leave things alone. I feel like you are challenging people to be creative when you do that. All these shows we are talking about that you want to see be rebooted, like somebody had to be creative to create those shows. I think that when you push people to be creative, you get Insecure, you get Atlanta, you get Blackish, you get Grownish, you get all of these great stuff, Power, whatever. But if there is one show I would like to see come back but not be rebooted, I just want me some closure, it would be Girlfriends. Okay?
See, that's not that wouldn't be a we talk about reboots.
No, Girlfriends ended abruptly. I need to know, did Maya and Donnell ever adopt a child? Did Joan get married? Did Lynn ever get the support she needed from her label and become a star? Did Tony come back and become friends with Joan again? You know, did William and
this is not a reboot, Charlamagne. We're talking about your own personal desires.
See come back.
No, we said a reboot. And you know what else too? Small Wonder, with all the robots you've been seeing nowadays, and Vicky was a robot on Small Wonder they had in their house. Small Wonder.
What about A Living Color?
They've been trying to do that many times.
They tried to do that and they couldn't get it done. You know what? I salute Keenan Ivory Wayans. He said here on the Breakfast Club that it just wouldn't be the same, especially in this era of social media where they doing all of these sketches online. But by the time they get their version of a sketch up, it's old.
All right, well, let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
That is Deontay.
Hey, Deontay, what would you love to see come back?
I want to see the Wayans brothers come back. They didn't even give it a series finale.
Okay.
Okay, the Wayans brothers. All right.
But we're talking about a reboot. Okay.
Yeah, you guys want finales. All right.
Yes, we want closure.
Hello?
Shout to all the Girlfriends fans out there.
Hello.
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
This Kendrick Morgan.
Hey, what's up, man? What would you love to see come back?
Man, I love to see a different world come back, man.
Different world. Okay. I said the same thing, a different world.
Yeah, Evie said a different world.
All right. And what was, I'm trying to think of the story my mom used to watch all the time. Was it Days of Our Lives or...
Bro, Days of Our Lives still, come on. You on drugs?
Oh, whatever.
Didn't they bring back Dynasty or something?
All about something all around the world. What was it?
All My Children?
All My Children. Yes.
All Around the World.
My mom would
you mean As the World Turns?
No, All My Children. That's what I'm talking about.
What are you talking? All My Children still come on, don't it?
No, it doesn't. No, I don't think it comes on no more.
Oh man, there used to be a show called Rags to Riches.
Yeah, All My Children might have stopped. The Days of Our Lives definitely still comes on.
All right. Hello, who's this?
My name is King G from Queens, man. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, bro. What would you like to see come back on television?
I would like to see two. I would like to see Family Matters.
Okay.
Okay,
I would like to see, I'm about to bring y'all back though, the Parenthood.
The what?
The Parenthood.
The Parenthood?
Robert Townsend, Parenthood.
Yeah.
I never got into that one. All right.
You don't want to see these shows.
But it would be nice to see like how everybody, I guess, life ended up, I guess.
Okay, so you want to see a continuation.
All right. 800.
Laura Winslow Edge is probably gray. Like, why?
She could be auntie. She could be grandma. Well, not grandma, but auntie.
Little baby Earp was running around. Nobody want to see that. Oh my God, it'd be terrible.
800-585-1051. What show would you like to see come back? Call us now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, they say that they might bring back Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And we're asking, what show would you like to see come back? I said Different Strokes in a Different World. I would love to see those again. Or George Jefferson. A rich man.
The Jeffersons.
The Jeffersons living in a white world.
Ain't Sherman Hemsley dead?
Yeah, that's us.
I guess that's life. All right.
Ain't Sherman Hemsley dead?
Yeah, but he's not the only one part of that show.
They say it's a reboot.
Man,
so.
shut up, man.
His
You
son
couldn't have
booted.
Jeffersons without George Jefferson.
Because he was
Lionel. He could bring Lionel back.
Lionel would be like, what you talking about?
I think one of the Lionels dead too.
Lionel ain't dead.
I think one of the Lionels dead, man.
All right. Hello, who's this?
Good morning. I'm Gary from Savannah.
Hey, good morning. What show would you like to see come back on TV?
I don't want to see none of these shows come back. I think the mean kids will never know that is there for a reason. These kids don't need to know. I think, and then when you bring it back, they don't know because it's not the same.
It's not the same.
Nothing's like the original. Nothing.
Okay, thank you, Mama.
I wish I was man on this. Sorry, y'all.
What's the point of having DVDs and on demand and reruns? Like, let your kids watch the reruns.
Hello, who's this?
Yeah, Joe.
Hey, what's up, bro? What show would you like to see come back?
I would want to see Different Strokes get a reboot with like Welvin or A-Town to get adopted by like Post Malone or something.
Goodbye, man.
Get off my phone, man. Get off my phone, man. That's why people be getting eyebrows ripped off in the morning, man.
What about 21 Jump Street? They have 21 Jump Street?
Well,
they did that with a movie.
Yeah, they did. They put the movie back. What about the Michael J. Fox show? What show was he on again? Family Ties.
No.
Oh, what about All in the Family?
Man, stop with all
in
these
the Family.
reboots,
I don't know if you could do
Create
that today.
New content.
Hello, who's this?
Or create content.
Hello, who's this?
It's Trey Eves.
What's up, man? What show would you love to see come back?
Yo, I just real quick, I got two. I say The Office and Living Single.
The Office is my show, but it hasn't been going that long.
I don't know. I
love The Office, but I don't know if, that show is too recent.
There's a couple of them I would love to come back. Now, what's the moral of this story?
The moral of the story is, man, the only real battle in life is between hanging on and letting go.
What about Three's Company?
Three's Company. Let this go, man. You can watch Three's Company all you want on demand or on DVD. It's fine. It's right there for you.
What about 227?
No, man. I know nothing.
What about Natina's favorite show, The Golden Girls?
Now, by the way, all of them dead.
No, they're not.
Betty White.
Betty White.
She's the only one.
I said reboot though. You don't gotta have the same
Betty
people.
White, the only one.
You can have their kids.
First of all, getting kids. The whole moral of the moral of the Golden Girls story, but they was all old women.
Their kids got to be kind of old too now.
Right, that's how they get older.
You couldn't have a Golden Girls if all the women weren't in their 60s and 70s.
They probably would be now.
Man, see, this is why you don't need reboots. We need new content like Insecure and Atlanta and Blackish, and I want closure for shows like Girlfriends. That's it.
We're never going to get closure for that, but thank you.
No, they're going to do a Girlfriends movie sooner than later. I feel it in my heart because too many of them popping. Tracy Ellis Ross, Marie Brock Ali, they're going to make that happen for the culture, man. Right now is a great time to do it. Just give me a movie.
Oh, they could do Living Single again.
Give me a Girlfriends movie.
Living Single?
My God.
Why? We got Insecure now.
All right, we got rumors on the way.
Yes, we are going to talk about somebody who is considering running for Congress. She's a former actor, and I don't know if we'll be too happy or if we'll vote for her.
All right, we'll get into all that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Kevin Hart's ex-wife.
Tori, who is Kevin Hart's ex-wife, is doing her stand-up. Now, she was at Baltimore's Comedy Factory, and she's doing her Bald and Bougie tour. And here is some of her routine, in case you're curious as to what's going down.
Not only did he give me a bigger ass, but that also gave me a bigger child support check. I'm out here on my own pretty much, okay? I'm counting down the days. Like, Heaven, she turns 13 March 22nd. And I'm kind of like, damn, you turning 13 already? That means I got 7 years, 302 days, 24 hours left of child support. I think you was so bad.
Well, I mean, that's her personal situation, and she's making jokes about it. Can't be mad. She's not saying nothing bad about Kevin. It's jokes.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta talk about your life, right? I know a lot of people like to be like, oh, Tori's always talking about Kev. I mean, but yo, Kev is a big part of her life, and she
Let's
can
capitalize.
Why not?
I mean, Kev did the same thing. He talks about his life in his comedy show. Chris Rock does the same. So.
Right. Can't criticize her for that. As long as she's telling good jokes, that's all that matters.
Right.
All right, Stacey Dash. Now she has filed paperwork to run for Congress in California. So I guess that's part of what her plan is for now. She said she would issue a formal statement later, and she said, for those mocking for the district I live in, open your minds. It's time for me to put up or shut up, and I want to serve great people.
Well, see, the problem with Stacey Dash is like nobody likes her. Like I used to have back in my Savage days. Stacey Dash was definitely on my top 5 list of women who I wanted to suck a fight out there. But like I don't know anybody who like really likes Stacey Dash.
So what about Republicans?
Yeah, Republicans have to.
I don't even see it with them. Like some people are very polarizing, but she don't even seem polarizing. It just seems like people don't like her.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens. All right, Tyler Perry is building a massive estate, and that's going to be right near his studio in Georgia. They said he's been designing and building on this property for 3 years. It's going to be 35,000 square feet.
Is he married? Does he have kids?
He is not married. Doesn't he have a kid?
I don't know. He got all that square footage for what?
I have no idea.
Yeah, he's going to turn it into an organic farm. He's going to have horses and animals. And he has a son.
Oh, he has a son.
He does have a son. I remember when he had the baby. Okay. So he said he wants his son to appreciate and enjoy the land and the animals.
Okay.
That is
he
life.
just answers your question, Envy. You asked why he got all that space. He just told you.
There you go.
He's got animals and he's going to have his own farm. Hey, nothing healthier. Go ahead, Charlamagne.
You want to grow organic horses?
You can't grow horses, man.
There's nothing healthier than having your own farm that you can make your own smoothies from.
There you go.
All right, the Migos.
You can't grow horses like you ain't never grown a seahorse.
I've never done that.
What are you talking about?
Let's talk about the Migos leaving 300 Entertainment. Now, they actually talked about what went down in Complex's new cover story. What went down at 300 that meant that they had to leave. Here's what they had to say about 300 being a huge hurdle. Offset speaks on that.
300 was the biggest hurdle to try to hold us against our will. There was never no in-house hurdles we ever had, like what's been a problem.
I'm standing behind him on that. For 18 months, we couldn't sell no product. Whatever that was already out, that was already on iTunes or whatever, that was cool. But anything that we was putting out, it was like we was shackled down. For instance, we had Dab, but you ain't see it on iTunes. You feel what I'm saying? We couldn't sell it, we couldn't stream it because we was in a battle.
All right, now P also talks about how they had the song "Look at My Dab." They helped push that dance move craze into the public eye, but they said that success was stifled because of the business. It was one of the biggest songs of the year, but you didn't see it on iTunes. They couldn't sell it, they couldn't stream it, and they couldn't put any music out, according to P. Now here is what happened once they got off 300.
I remember like it was yesterday. As soon as we got out there, it was like 5 days later. We was Big Bad and Bougie, and the rest is history.
Well, the rest is history, guys.
Wow. Nobody can deny what QC has done, man. Salute to Lil Yachty, salute to the Migos. They doing their thing.
All right. Well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.
All right. Thank you, Miss Yee. Now, when we come back, we have the People's Choice Mix. Let me know what you want to hear, and we'll definitely get your joints on for you. We're going to start the mix off with Black Youngster. He has a remix to Booty. It's featuring Chris Brown, Jeezy, Trey Songz. We're going to get that on, all right? So it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning, Revolt. We'll see you guys later.